Hello everyone out there, this is Burley Allen Hensley speaking. This video here is a little bit different than what I normally do. The video is about all the bullshit triggeredness that's going on with these leftist, libtard, woke individuals who are really just dumbasses who ain't got a fucking idea of what it means to be an adult, a human fucking being, a parent, or to have any goddamn kind of memory of what it was like to be a child. Now, my own childhood wasn't the best, but I remember it. I remember how it felt to get the new toys and everything when I'd get them. I also remember what it's like to give toys to children. Some you give to help them teach, to help teach them something. Some you give just so that they could have a damn good time with it. Now the link that I'm going to post down here in the video, in the description, is to a YouTube channel called Mark Dice. The topic is, guess what they're upset about now? In the video, he shows how, well, libtards, leftists, are upset that toys are made along gender lines and marketed by the companies who make them along those lines. Well, for all you quote-unquote woke people, I got some scientific factual news for you. First off, facts don't give a fuck about your feelings. They just are. Second, there are only two genders. Man, woman, male, female. Look in nature. Only man and female. Only male and female. Male wolves, female wolves. Male cats, female cats. Male bears, female bears. Male snakes, female snakes. Male frogs, female frogs. Male lizards, female lizards. Male sharks, female sharks. Get the picture? Good. These are facts. They are not up for debate. That's my phone ringing. I can look up, see it on my TV. The facts are the facts. Plain and simple. So why the fucking hell are you trying to use this bullshit pseudoscience nothingness to say that a man can become a woman can become a man, or that you can be a man and identify as a woman and all the other bullshit that's going on? What's next? You gonna try to say that it's science says you can be a man, a human being, be identified as a fucking doorknob, or a fucking tree, or a car, because you like working on the fucking car? No. People that work on cars don't identify as cars. They're fucking yarheads, grease monkeys, mechanics. People that without whom your little piece of shit hybrids wouldn't fucking work and or exist. Where did they learn this? Where did they get their love? Well, if they're like me, they got it from their fathers or their stepfathers, or the teachers in school or whatever. But I got it when I was a kid. You see, I've always loved to take things apart and put it back together and have it run, and maybe, just maybe, run better, faster, more horsepower, hoorah, than it originally did. That is where it all started for me. How? Simple. Remote control cars, wanting to help my stepfather work on vehicles, because I wanted to try and bond with him. And that's just how it was when I grew up during the 80s, 70s, 80s. Now, I played with G.I. Joe. And if you think about it, they're called action figures, but they're really dolls. Did he just say that? Yeah, I did. The only difference between a doll and an action figure is that one, little boys play with action figures and little girls play with dolls. Action figures have guns and swords and stuff like that. Stuff that is used to protect themselves and kill the enemy, kill the guys that hurt them. Dolls have things like houses and ovens and cars and purses. That's the difference. Now the action figures, they're going to have vehicles too. They're going to have tanks, trucks, Jeeps. Dolls have Jeeps too. So you see, doesn't matter. Hell, I used to play with Barbie once in a while. How else would my G.I. Joes get to have any fun? Come on. Think about what you say and the implications your words are going to have before you open your uneducated, living at home with mommy and daddy, having mommy and daddy pay for everything for you. Dumbass, need to go back to school and fucking learn everything from kindergarten up. Now, I'm pretty sure that YouTube would demonetize this video. But here's the thing. I don't make content for YouTube to give me money or to monetize it. I don't have to. I got mines. I make videos to inform and enlighten and maybe, just maybe, cause the public to think for themselves. When you think for yourself and you look at things logically and you make your own conclusions, then you are truly your own person. Did he just say that? Yeah, I did. Because it's the truth. A woman can have children, can bleed for a week straight and not die. A man, barring transfusions, cannot bleed for a week straight and live. A man cannot have, pardon me, it's been a long day, cannot have children. We are not equipped to have children. We do not have eggs that sperm is needed to fertilize. We do not have a womb. We do not even have a birth canal. All of these things are needed in order to have a child. However, women have these things. Men do not. Which is why it is biologically a fact that men cannot. Biologically, men can never, ever, 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 ever have children or become a woman. Now, yes, you can cut off your genitals, have them stuff it up inside you, make it look like a passable vagina. But that does not mean you're a woman. You can get breast implants to make it look like you got tits. It does not mean you are a woman. It means you are a man who has severe body dysmorphia syndrome. What does that mean? It is the same thing as when a person wants to cut off a limb because they'll get the attention that they want. They'll get more attention by cutting off the limb. Yes, I'm a smoker. I don't apologize for it. I do it in almost all my videos. That's the way the cookie crumbles on that. Secondly, you can be a woman, have children and everything. You can even be a woman. I don't know, but I've been told. And that was my notification on my phone. You can even be a woman, have them fabricate and surgically put on a penis for you. But you can have them chop off your tits and everything. But you are not a man. 2 reasons. 1, a man can impregnate a woman by the simple act of having sex. 2, men, generally speaking, have other things that we can do that women cannot. What you might be asking? Well, it's a biological fact that men pack on muscle faster than women and more dense. That is so that we, as the men, can protect the house, or the tribe, or the cave, or whatever. It's a biological thing. You've got these libtards saying, well, gender is a societal construct. No! It's fucking nature. It's bio-fucking logical. You cannot change your biologics. Sure, you can make it look like a dude, or you can make yourself look like a woman, but the fact of the matter is, you're still a dude, and you're still a woman. And that's the truth. And the whole truth, and nothing but the factual, scientifically based truth. Now, I said all that to bring to the point of the toys. Women are more of the natural side. They're more of the nurturing and homebody types. Whereas men are the ones that are the hunters and the gatherers in our nature. It's in our nature. Women want to fix things that aren't broke and try and get that warm, fuzzy feeling. Men will fix things if they're broke. Men will protect their own. We, as men, are programmed to go out and hunt and gather the food, to bring home the food for our families. Again, it's nature, it's in our DNA. So, they make toys along those lines. And they market them on shows, on channels like Nickelodeon, Cartoon Network, Boomerang, Disney, because they know those are the channels that kids watch, that the child's parents will allow them to watch. And they know, and here's the smart part, that if the kid sees that, the kid will want that. The kid will keep bugging mommy and daddy until they get it. Or mommy, or just daddy, or whatever. Because nowadays, instead of it being the norm for a two-parent household, it is now the norm for mommy to raise the children and work and everything, and daddy to be nowhere around. Now, I grew up not knowing my father, my biological father, but I had stepfather. And my stepfather, we've had our issues, hell, we still do have issues. But the man did teach me certain things, and for that I'm grateful. I don't mention names in my videos, or I try not to. Out of respect. You see, toys are marketed along gender lines. They're made along gender lines because, biologically, there are men and there are women. There are boys and there are girls. That's it. No in between. Now granted, there are some people that are born with two sexes. They are called hermaphrodites or hermaphrodites. Alright, so yes, it does happen. It's like 1 in a million or a billion or 1,000 or something. It's a huge number. So it's not a norm. It's rare. Now, that being said, is why toy companies make and market toys on gender lines. I mean, let's face it. Would you really want your son playing with a Barbie or your daughter to be playing with a G.I. Joe? Yeah, they can play with them, but think about this. There is such thing as psychological damage. And what is being done to children today is psychological abuse, especially involving drag kicks, because it's wrong. They're children. Sometimes they're gonna get into mommy's makeup and dress up like mommy. But more often than not, when you tell them that that's not appropriate or acceptable behavior, little boys won't do it anymore. Yeah, there's gonna be little girls who want to dress up as daddy. But again, if the parent tells them, hey, wait up, that's not appropriate, that's not acceptable, you are a little girl. You were to dress in little girl clothes. They won't do it anymore. And if you look at the people who are the most well-rounded, well-adjusted people on this planet, they are people whose parents instilled in them truth, what it means to be a man or a woman, what it means when someone says that all actions have consequences. That for every action there's a reaction, there's a right and there's a wrong. Because they learn at a young age, just as I did, that if you do something wrong, you have to pay the penalty. But these woke individuals that have children are actually doing more harm, not just to society, but to their children's ability to be well-rounded, to grow up, and be well-adjusted members of society by pushing on them this narrative. But for now, that's all I'm going to say. As always, give me a thumbs up if you like this video. Subscribe to my channel if you're new. And until next time, love your country, but don't trust your government. Be cool, be nice, and be helpful to one another. And until next time, I'll be seeing you.